Gemini, thank you for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. This is Green Eyes here with your reading, my darlings. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Martians, astronauts. Pick a node. It does not matter to me. I love you all. Cross watchers, I am a snitch. I'm telling you now. Please don't curse me in the comments. Love you too. Gemini, this is a judgment-free zone, but you will hear the truth. There's no gender or age, only energy. You're going to hear me use terms he, she, her, him, they, them, it, heifer, pay it, no mind. Feel the energy, and remember, roles can always be reversed. Gemini, thank you. Like, share, subscribes, emails, comments, love tokens, and donations. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. Absolutely, I appreciate you. All right, let's talk about your energy. I tried to do your reading earlier and had some technical issues, so I had to come back to it. Now, initially, I felt in your energy like kind of like Libra, like this newness. Yours, like Libra's more was like a newness of self. Yours seems to be a newness of surroundings, like you're going new places, trying new food, maybe even trying relationships of people that would normally like be your type, that kind of thing. Exploring your boundaries, okay? That's how I felt in your energy earlier. But now coming back to it, that's still there with a little more purpose. It's almost like if you were a person that was dating, let's say, for the outside aesthetic, now you're looking more internal. You're looking for foundation, you're looking for home, you're looking for stability, you're looking for longevity, you know, things like that, okay? We're looking for more substance. So even now, granted, you know, I'm trying to give you examples of energy. So even if you want to like apply this to, let's say your diet is actually what I'm feeling. You're no longer, you might be looking for, you know, maybe something that's, not just filling, but maybe sustains longer. Is that how I want to say that? Yeah. I know, they say like carbohydrates last longer in your body to give you energy. That's kind of what you're going for, something that's going to last, something that's going to sustain. All right. So that's how I feel in your energy. Let's see what's going on. Oh, also earlier, the Chariot came through for you also. Cancerian energy, you know, Chariot energy is energy of movement. Okay. You don't have a say in the journey. You do have a say in the destination. So make sure in your day-to-day activities, your mindset is kind of focused on where you're trying to go, who you're trying to be, what you're trying to accomplish, so that that Chariot energy can take you directly there. Okay. All right, Gemini, please and thank you. This is the Angel Ancestors Oracle deck. Angels and Ancestors. Sun is what you're pulling, Leo energy. For, you know, it's very bright. This is actually the brightest energy of the tarot deck, the Sun. It's eye-opening, it's awakening, it's illuminating. It's going from a 40-watt white bulb, we call light bulb, to a 100-watt, and then looking at all the damn dust of the places you've been missing when you've been cleaning. You know what I'm saying? Those that know. But it's also a very happy and whimsical energy. And the happiness is not just about like, you know, a good time. It's innocent happiness. Whimsical energy is innocent. It's untainted. It's fun. It's the baby that doesn't care if they have a pamper on or not. They're going to play with their toys. You know, they don't care if their socks match. You know, they really don't want them on their feet anyway. That's like true innocent happiness, that whimsical energy. And that's the energy I think that you're looking for and that you're trying to actually operate in as well, which is why I said I think you're more so looking for like this substance kind of energy. Your focus is on real, you know. I want, you know, the real deal, the one that's 100, you know what I mean? The Stag is coming in, which the Stag really talks about trust, thriving. It actually reads that, trust and thrive. But also how can I say this? More importantly, it's kind of like being stopped in your tracks. You understand what I'm saying? Like that energy of feeling like I can, you know, they have that term. I actually just tried to use it. What is it? Deer in headlights. Deer in headlights, right? Where the deer kind of just stops in their tracks when the light approaches. They don't move. You would think they would get out of the way of the car. But this is the energy that you're having coming in. You have something coming to you. So you're going to have to trust that you'll be okay, and let it just come directly to you. But remember, I said I picked up on that chariot energy earlier. That chariot is literally coming to pick you up. Hermit is right behind that. So right behind that, whatever blessing that you receive, you'll have an opportunity to rest, retreat, thrive, and apply wisdom of life, trials, tribulations towards your future actions, okay? Because remember, wisdom is the application of knowledge. It's not just about knowing. It's actually doing what you know, okay? All right, let's get to your spread. I'm feeling riders for you today. Yeah, definitely. Here we go. Yeah. All right, we're going to do your spread today with riders. See if we can get some details of this energy. For the new, I'm not going to say new awakening. I don't want to say that. Those of you that are feel like you're becoming aware, more aware, not just aware, but more aware of your intuition. You're getting hot in your ears. You know, you probably used to have ringing, or actually not just ringing. What is that? Loss of sound? That's how I want to say that. You maybe had, it's kind of like that feeling when you have water in your ears. You know what I mean? You are now switching over from that water in your ear feeling or that ringing to heat. It's like getting hot in your eardrum, around your earlobe. This is somebody very, very, very close to you that has been guiding you a very long time. This is your either your ancestor or somebody assigned to you, your angel assignment, you know, things like that. They're trying to give you good news. So when you're feeling that, just take a moment and breathe and try to receive whatever messages they're trying to give you, because that's how I feel. I feel a whisper. I'm sorry. I feel like a whisper of good news. If you literally just breathe through that, and if you're in a safe space where you can literally just close your eyes, you'll probably see what they're saying, okay? I'm sorry. I know it feels weird. That's why I'm laughing, because it really feels weird, Gemini, but it'll pass, the weirdness, that weirdness feeling. Your intuition is just really developing, and I think it's going to develop into sight, to be honest. That's how this feels. All right, let me have Gemini. Let me have the core for Gemini's energy, please. And thank you. Hello, there's the Hermit coming back. Yeah, see, it's not ready yet. That's why it's sideways. You're gonna have really, yeah, and that's the change. Okay, so I'm gonna leave these all sideways because that's how they fell. You're in the middle of a cycle change, a change of everything. And, you know, the tower is divine intervention, lightning striking, tearing down your tower that you took blood, sweat, years, and tears to build. And so it never feels good. The thing about it is the tower was built on a faulty foundation, and you would have been hurt more later. So that lightning strikes it, you know, to tear it down, because it's either built on a faulty foundation or it's blocking your path and you're meant to go further. Now, when this tower hit, this created change in your life, separation, isolation, or even review. Okay, with this Hermit. Review meaning like you were looking at how, you know, who you are, where you are, what you've been through, you know, and applying that information to where you're trying to see yourself, let's say 5, 10, 15 years from now. Okay. So as this Hermit energy comes in, you're going to start changing some things around in your life, because you're forced to see. That's what this is, this Five of Pentacles and Tower. You're forced to see, you know, your movement. And how can I say that? You're forced to see that movement is required. That's what I want to, you're not going to make it to where you're trying to get to right where you are. You have to move. You not move physically, but you understand what I'm saying? You got to make some moves. Let's say it like that. All right. So that now explains to me, coming into your energy, that you're trying to explore your boundaries. Remember, I was saying, do new things, try new things, because you see yourself, you know, in a different position. And it's like, I can see myself eating, I don't know, meat, you know, but you're in a vegetarian restaurant. So you got to get to another restaurant, that kind of thing. Okay. Three of Swords is coming in with this. So this might not be, like I said, it don't feel good. You know, it don't feel good, but it is for your good. This sun, like I said, it's whimsical and fun and happy, but it's also very bright. And I think that's more so what you're pulling off of that sun energy, the understanding, the illumination, even the development of your intuition, things like that. Okay. Let's crown this energy, please, for Gemini. Thank you so much. And there's the King. That's the movement. You're going to have to pull down from that King to get through this. Now, the King's energy is focused, passionate, forward moving. He's marriage material from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. He doesn't need his partner. He doesn't need the Queen, and the Queen doesn't need him. They're fire on their own. You know what I'm saying? But they take a partner because that's what they want, not because they need it. You know, and that's the difference between the King and Queen of Wands and then the other suited couples of the deck. But you want to pull down from that King, pull down from that fire, his passion, focus, and forward movement, his confidence, okay? Things like that, those good characteristics of that fire energy to see your way through this. Now, the Gemini in you is going to give you trouble in this area with the Hermit, because that natural overthinking that you do sometimes causes you to miss opportunities, you know, and this is not that time. It's not time for that. All right. We're going to have to make a power move here. That's why you're in the seat of Three of Swords. You're still not feeling me. I know, Gemini. You saying, look, look now, it hurts. It hurts. Yes, it does. Let's see. What's working against Gemini right now? What's in the way? All right. I don't have no friends. I don't have no family. I don't have no foundation. I don't have no money. I don't have no true, I don't have no true core, no true source, you know, especially in areas of emotional support. That's what you're saying. You're saying these things are working against you. So because that energy is working against you, you feel isolated and alone. But Gemini, God will never leave or forsake us, my love. And I know we say that over and over again, and you can read it over and over again, but sometimes you can't help how the heart feels. You feel like you're doing this by yourself. And you know what? You are. Okay. And I know some of you have friends and family, or you might be married and you have a partner, but this part of where you are in your life right now is meant to be independent. Okay. It really is. And it's not a punishment. It's a separation, because this part of your journey is all about you and your individual development, especially those that are receiving that spiritual, increase in their intuition. Okay. So I know it feels like nothing is firm under your feet, but hold on. Okay. Hold on. Now let's see where is this coming from. What brought this on for Gemini? Where's this coming from? That awakening. Yeah. It's you. I don't know if you called it in. Yeah. Okay. So you actually, you took you took an assignment. I'm sorry. Hold on. That's what it's, yeah, that's okay. So yeah, you took an assignment. I don't know if it's prior to your, how can I say that? Prior to your birth here, I guess I could say it like that. Prior to your birth here, or prior to, I'm trying to get the right words. I want to say it the right way. I can see it, but it won't come out my mouth. So just give me a second. Excuse me. Some of you took the assignment, a spiritual assignment. The High Priestess is a spiritual teacher. She's very in tune, you know. She has a lot of knowledge. She's not a talker. It's within. But she has foresight. That's the sight. Yeah, I said that earlier. I think you're going to get sight. She has foresight to make decisions in spirit without, how can I say, guys, Gemini, you're going to be a heavy hitter. Because I'm in deep right now with this energy. To make decisions without time, so that when you're in the flesh suit, you can handle what you have to do. Am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah. So that's what brought this on is who you are. Let's say it like that. Shamalama, mother loving ding dong. That's, we're gonna wrap that up in a nutshell. What brought this on in where you are in your life right now is because of who you're meant to be, and what's in you. I don't know how else to say that. Up until this point, you may have been avoiding this change, this awakening, this transition. That's how I feel. You know it. Gemini, I love you. I'm sorry I'm not scolding you, baby. All right. I love you, but you know it. We've all done. I did it. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I ran for years. You understand me? Years. 30 plus. I was running. Okay. So I understand, but you can't, this tower isolated you because you're meant for more. You're meant for more. And you may feel like in the past, no matter what you tried to create, with what you tried to build, how kind you were, how nice you were, you know, whatever you touched, it just would not sustain or stay together. Even when it comes to relationships, because you have an assignment and you haven't even started. Whoa. All right. Let's see where we're going. Future energy, please. Future energy. Thank you. Yeah, you got work to do, babe. Love you. That's just where you are. You got work to do. Now, I know this is not going to be for everybody, but you know who I see you, right? Yep. Never mind. I ain't even got to say it. For those of you that don't feel like you're going through this kind of, oh, my ears. Oh, baby. The energy still applies to Gemini as a whole, you know. I still think you guys are extremely intuitive, you know it, period. I still think you guys are still getting a little boost. It might not be as heavy as the person I'm picking up on, but you're still getting it. You feel it, all right? So I'm not going to do this, but you have an assignment, see? Lovers represents you getting in alignment either with your divine counter or getting in alignment with your divine assignment. And it's time. You had to be kicked and dragged because you ran from this. And now it's time. It's time, babe. You said look now. You said you was going to do it. But look at see all that clarity coming in, communication coming in. This awakening is coming. It's coming. This sword right here, Ace of Swords, you know, it's divine communication, clarity, understanding. It's also the ability to break free and cut ties, you know, break chains. things like that. Whatever you are committed to, yeah, for your bloodline or whatever, you're getting on it right now. You're getting on it. Now, I love this 1111 because I love there's so much assistance here. You got heavy hitters. God darn, this is a heavy bloodline. But this is, you know, portal energy as well. So hopefully by the time you have a clearer understanding, you'll be able to exercise this portal to kind of catapult you forward a little bit, because I think you're behind getting started. Yeah, you see, you've been playing games. You've been playing, and you've been playing with people. Gemini, you're going to get a whipping. You've been reading people. Oh, that is so unfair. See, that's that intuition. Y'all blessed with that. Gemini, Pisces has it. Cancers have just some certain energies are just really blessed with crazy intuition. And you've had it, but you've been playing with it. You've been reading people across the room, across the table from you, and just laughing in their face because you know what they're not saying or what they're lying about. So you've been doing it, but now it's time to apply it to whatever your assignment is to the world, okay? So you have some work to do. Here's some spiritual assistance coming in to help you, and to also help you control your vibration and frequency with this Wheel of Fortune, so that while you're in, it's kind of like getting paid to go to school. You know, they have these, what do you call those, trade schools that they'll pay you to go to school. So that's how you're going to learn. Am I saying that right? Yeah. How you're going to learn to, how can I say that? Yeah, I want to say it like that. Learn to, I guess, receive abundance while you're in training, is to control that frequency and the wave. Have you seen that yet? Okay. You're going to see, yeah, you're going to be a seer. Definitely. It's in your blood. Yeah. All right. Going forward. Life is lifing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what life does. People be peopling. I say it all the time. All right. It's going to happen. You're going to have things in your path that are going to try to distract you. I'm going to say it like that. As you go forward and have an understanding and a healing and see your purpose, when you see these distractions, you'll have a clear understanding. The only I can either go forward or I'm gonna mess this up. It's basically, you know, again, that self-sabotage energy. So, but you're not. How can I? But you're gonna see. Help me with my words. I'm struggling. You're going to have more information. It's a difference between taking a test and going in blind or going in raw, you know, just with your natural knowledge, and then actually having what you call the study guide or the answers, you know. So this next season, you're actually going to be doing things with the answers. So you mess this up, that's on you, babe. That's on you. Okay? You go ahead and party if you want. But if you can push through this, you'll connect with like-minded energies, which is really what you want. You know what I'm saying? A new healthy connection with emotions, with yourself, and with people like you. You know, after you've been through so much, and you have, with intuition like you have, it's dangerous and unfortunate, because you really, you guys, people like you, really kind of, you get disheartened or discouraged that real people even exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, and they really are out here. They're far and few, but just like you're a needle in a haystack, you know. So if you're looking to connect with another needle in a haystack, what's the odds? But God is still God. You understand? And it can happen. So don't lose, you know, don't be discouraged. Don't lose faith in us as a human race, because that's who you're here to help. You know what I'm saying? Is to give that love, to show that love, God's love, you know? Yeah. But that means you're going to have to control your emotions. You know what I mean? I love you. But, you know, you guys, I'm not going to tell nobody, but, you know, y'all more judgmental sometimes in your head than Virgos. I ain't going to lie. I love you. But, you know, we talk here, all right? Cross watchers, mind your damn business. I didn't give you no weapon, and you better not throw it at Gemini because they're going to throw it right back at you. Yeah, I think I want to leave this here because this is a very full plate and you have a lot coming up. So I don't want to overdo it. Just right now, know this. I know it seems like everything's really weird. It's supposed to be. Try to steady yourself. Focus on the end result, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, who you're trying to be. Have your energy focused on that. Everything else will fall into alignment with that vision, okay? All right, I hope this helps. Now, if in the event you said, Green Eyes, listen, I don't know what you're talking about with deers and headlights and my ears burning and all that stuff. That's not me. That's okay. Check your moon or rising this time. Everything's not going to, you know, every reading is not going to resonate for everyone. But if that's the case, don't take this energy with you. Leave it here for someone else, okay? Everybody, thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you guys are notified of future readings. It is absolutely free, and it does support the channel. Remember, we are all perfectly imperfect, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.